Do it.
The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
A look at the broken food system. The Batman cast confirmed. Rest in peace, Elijah Cummings. All that and more on the 99th episode of Might Be News to You. What up, everybody? This is the motherfucking 99th episode of Might Be News. 99! With me, as always, co-host Kev. What up, Kev?
What up?
What up, Jackie?
Hello!
Jackie's here. Danny is out. It is the week of October 21st, 2019. What up, everybody? My name is Taylor Cooper. I am super fucking hype. It's, like I said, the 99th episode of Might Be News. Kev, can you fucking believe it? How does that make you feel? It makes me feel really good, man. It's this is something really, really crazy. I'm excited as shit for next week. The big 100th episode of Might Be News. We're going to have...
It's going to be extravagant.
It's going to be extravagant. We're trying to get just about everybody here from the network. You know,
is it going to be a bonanza of some sort?
It's going to be, yeah. It's going to be a bonanza of sorts, I suppose.
Of some sort?
Yeah. I guess.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could say that, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's really, really exciting stuff. We'll talk more about it here in a little bit. But, yeah, Danny is out with his son. He took him to his first high school football game.
That's dope.
Yeah, he's watching Downingtown West versus Coatesville right now.
It's fucking cold out there.
Yeah, it's chilly, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good football weather.
Yep.
You know, it's good time. I haven't been down to that stadium in a long time.
I had a soccer game for my women's back in spring.
Mm-hmm.
It's technically, I guess, the middle school, but it's all connected. And I was like, I haven't been down here in eons.
Did you guys used to go to games like when we were in high school and stuff?
My senior year, I went a lot to, I also went drunk, so.
Football games?
To football games, yeah.
I don't think so much my senior year, but like junior and sophomore year, yeah.
Yeah.
Ninth grade, I won a lot, and then not so much, I feel like 10th and 11th, and then for whatever reason, 12th grade, we decided to get in that school spirit, but again, we would be drinking beer and then go to the game.
That's awesome. Jackie's a rebel. I used to go, but I feel like I wouldn't spend much time at the game. Like I would like walk to Wawa or like go smoke weed in the park or something.
That's not going to the game.
But like we would start out at the game. Like that was the meeting point. Like, Mom, Dad, drop me off at that game.
Oh, no,
like, cool.
Like in ninth grade, you just went to socialize.
Yeah, that was
You didn't go to like actually watch the game.
Right.
But when I was a senior, we actually watched the game, but I can't tell you anything that happened during the game. Probably because I was drunk and socializing in the stands rather than on the ground. Whatever.
No.
It was fun.
I just remember it being fucking crazy crowded in town, like on Friday nights, you know, like...
It's
going to like Bravo Pizza, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever, trying to drive down that strip on a Friday night?
Impossible.
Still.
Stupid.
Still, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, that's like the dumbest thing you could possibly do.
Manor Ave is just a madhouse on Friday nights.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. Cops everywhere. Crossing guards everywhere. People walking, running everywhere.
Dumb.
Just dumb. Just dumb. But I'm glad they're having a good time. Well, I think Coatesville's whooping that ass, which sucks, but whatever. Yeah, episode 99. Kev, how does it make you feel?
I can't believe we've been doing it for so long. I mean, are you including season 1 in that?
Yes, yep.
Because we took a pretty long break from season 1.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I was really tired of talking for an hour into the microphone.
Yeah.
For 11 people to hear me.
Yeah. If we were lucky.
You guys used to get so mad.
Dude, I'm in a sales position. I fucking talk to more than 11 people in a day.
Yeah.
Let alone talking on the microphone for 11 people to hear me throughout the week.
No, we didn't take like a year off.
It was probably a good 3-4 months.
3-4 months, yeah. Yeah.
And then we hit them with the Might Be News revamped.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah.
You added Danny.
Brought in Danny. And
my idea.
Yeah, it was your idea. And I guess I don't fucking remember. I don't remember if it was your idea or my idea. It was a great idea.
Dude, I got a memory of an elephant.
Wow, that's silly.
Elephants never forget.
I doubt it.
They don't.
Well, I don't doubt that they. You know what I'm trying to say. You're an idiot.
Wow.
So
firing shots already.
Listen,
come on.
We've been doing this for what? Almost 3 years now.
5 seasons.
Yeah, this is our 5th season. I've been doing it for like 3 years, almost in January. It'll be 3 years. And 99 episodes in. This is fucking awesome. I've missed, what did I miss? Just one, right? One episode?
I think I missed like 3. It's about 3. I bet you.
3 like last season.
You're right.
Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. Obviously, Danny's missed some, but that's not the point. The point is that we put on a fucking great show, Kev. Week after week.
Show.
Here's some good news.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
Part of the good news is the fact that we've been doing this for fucking 99 weeks. I mean, Kev, we talk about it from time to time, but we for real started this from 0.
Nothing.
Nada. And, I talk to people sometimes that are trying to start their own podcast and starting to do their own thing. And, they're like, well, how did you get it started? Like, what did you do? And I'm just like, I just fucking did it.
We just started.
Do it, you keep doing it.
Even when we got tired of it, even when we got like fed up, we took some time, we regrouped, we figured out what we needed to do to make it better. And that's what we did. And we've continued to do that for 99 weeks now. And that's pretty fucking dope.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's I get to talk shit to you.
Yeah, I get to lose every single Friday night and look at your stupid face.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's one thing that I can honestly say that like surprises the shit out of me all the time is how it's just like clockwork. And I really like we don't miss a beat. Like you'll hit me up like I can't make it a week from now. I have this thing happening or whatever. Like I've known about Danny not going to be here for 2 weeks.
Right.
That's fantastic. Obviously shit happens and sometimes people can't make it, whatever. But like we don't miss a show. Shows happen.
Danny, he's mad at you.
I'm not mad at Danny at all. Danny's at the football game. I'm not mad at Danny.
I heard what you said before we started.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah, fuck that guy. But I gotta say it too. None of this would be possible without Jackie. Straight up.
Word.
Straight up. I mean, we do this shit where we live. It sounds real fancy, people.
It's not.
We are.
It's not that bad. We've made the most out of where we live.
Yeah. But we are in our dining room. That's where we do this
I
shit.
feel like we're getting our money's worth for the amount of money we pay for rent and everything. We're getting our money's worth.
That's right.
Okay.
It's a studio for how many different shows?
Yeah. 6.
And an apartment
5.
for you to live in.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got bugs behind your artwork.
Oh my
Yeah, there's
God.
bugs back there. I still
I was
haven't
like,
looked.
did you lift it?
No.
Someone has to lift that picture up. I'm not.
But I thank you, Jackie, for supporting me in this journey. Thank you, Kev, for trusting me and doing this with me. And Danny, I know you're out there listening. Thank you for trusting us and doing this with us.
And thanks to the wives.
Everybody at the network, all the wives, for letting you guys do this. Seriously, 99 episodes.
And then getting involved when the opportunity arose.
When the opportunity came up to do the network, everybody jumped at the opportunity to do it, and it's just been fantastic. And we thank you, the listeners, and everybody out there. But for real, Kev, thank you, man.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, terrific.
Shut your bitch ass up. I'm sick of you. So sick of you.
Bitch ass.
I'm over here fucking dumping my guts out. Kev, you son of a bitch.
There he is.
All right, good news. I just have one thing, and it's pretty historic. NASA astronauts wrap up historic all-woman spacewalk. At 2:55 p.m. Eastern Time on last Friday, Expedition 61 flight engineers Christina Koch and Jessica Meir of NASA concluded their spacewalk, the first with only women. During the 7-hour, 17-minute spacewalk, the two NASA astronauts completed the replacement of a failed power charging component, also known as a battery charge discharge unit, BCDU. The BCDU regulates the charge of the batteries that collect and distribute solar power to the orbiting lab system. Mission Control activated the newly installed part and reported it operating properly. So this is a huge deal because it's the first time that two women were the only ones out walking in space.
Most times, it's if women are in space, it's normally majority males with them.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal. It might not seem like a big deal to those, but it is.
The astronauts were also able to accomplish some get-ahead tasks, including installation of a stanchion on the Columbus module for support of a new external ESA, European Space Agency, payload of platform called Bartholomew, scheduled for launch to the station in 2020.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Dude, when I hear these space stories, I just think of like floating out in nothingness and not...
Like in the movie Gravity?
No.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Or is it Gravity?
Terrifying. Yeah.
What am I thinking of?
Out. Sandra Bullock.
It was Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, no. But there's another movie that also equally terrifies me, and it was that movie Life. Did you see Life?
No.
Life was bugged out. Yeah.
It was like this alien thing that they found, and then it grew, and it was like murdering people in the spaceship.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing trailers for that.
But that bitch is just, she's still in space.
Yeah, just spinning.
That movie like fucked with my head.
You die.
Oh, definitely. But
Yeah,
her
yeah.
body's still just like... Just
But like
spinning.
the little space shuttle that she was going to be in to try to get back home, she didn't know how to like operate it. So the dude set it up, figuring she was going to go home and he was going to go out into space. And it's not what happens. It's
Dude,
not what happens.
The First Man movie we've talked about.
Yeah,
That movie's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's
Apollo
great.
13, shit like that. It's so crazy, man. Like how far we've come in 50 years.
Well, yeah. And then you think about all the tragedies that have happened.
Yeah, to get to where we are
Was
now.
it Challenger?
Yeah,
and
Challenger.
Columbia.
Yep,
Both.
and Apollo 1.
One.
No
fire.
fucking thank you. You can keep your space.
Space isn't for you, Kev.
Nope.
Me neither, apparently.
I mean, it would be neat to have the opportunity to go, but I wouldn't go.
I think I'd panic too much. They'd
No.
be like, "This, she can't go.
Yeah.
She's having
I
anxiety."
think,
attack."
I think about it more and more, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not for me.
They were in a spacesuit in complete zero gravity with the absolute threat of just floating away in forever for 7 hours on Friday.
Huh? They weren't attached to anything?
Well, yeah,
You're tethered.
They're tethered.
But then you see movies. The
You've seen-
tether line breaks, and then
Yeah.
there they go.
Bye.
The tether line's not breaking.
Who the fuck
But
knows,
I'm saying
Kev?
you've seen movies, right?
Who the fuck knows?
Things normally go wrong in movies.
What if, like, one of the girls was just like, yo, fuck this bitch, and was like, bye. Click.
Not
Bye.
gonna happen. Women know how to get along with other women.
Listen, I'm not trying to
Don't be that
degrade
guy.
women. I'm
Don't
just
be
trying
that
to say.
guy. Don't be that guy.
I'm just saying.
He's being that guy right now.
No, I'm not being that guy for crying out loud. I'm just putting out a scenario in a comedic fashion that would lead to one of those women dying and
I
floating
can't
away in
believe
space
you wear
forever.
the same outfit as me. Is that what you're getting at?
Yo, he's
not what I
being
said.
that guy,
Yo.
Jackie. Get him.
Kev is laughing so hard. He thinks this is
He
way
loves
too
this.
funny.
He's like, this is Kev. I'm just going to stir this pot. He loves to stir the pot.
I look like a penis. Listen, I'm not trying to say that. Congratulations to these women because that is fucking crazy. Kev, you can eat 8,000 dicks.
Oh, that's
A whole
funny.
bag of dicks.
Whole bag of them. Smack you in the face with scrotums. Listen here.
Teabag after teabag.
Rest in peace to Elijah Cummings.
I don't even know who that is.
He was representative for Maryland, Democratic member of Congress, chaired the House Oversight Committee. Cummings died at Gilchrist Hospice Care in Baltimore at approximately 2:30 a.m. last Thursday due to complications concerning longstanding health challenges.
Did you see when they first announced it, they had his age listed as 68? He was 86.
Yeah, he was 86. Yeah.
Like, what happened to proofreading?
Yeah.
You can't even get the man's age right. Come on.
Cummings was the son of a sharecropper. He practiced law for almost 2 decades and served in the Maryland House of Delegates before winning his congressional seat in 1996, where he was renowned for championing civil rights issues. His House committee's probes into the Trump administration drew fierce anger from the president in July. He's been battling with Trump basically for the past year because he was in charge of a lot of the stuff having to do with the Mueller probe. And
did I read right that he was like signing things like basically on his deathbed?
yeah,
Like he's basically still working as he's dying.
He worked in hospice care. Like he was working all the way up until he died. And Google Elijah Cummings. He's done a lot of things for social justice, for social issues.
I've never heard of the dude.
A lot of people,
I don't feel like I don't know most of the people involved in politics.
A lot of people look at the city of Baltimore and stuff, and they attribute that to the entire state of Maryland, and that's not the case. This guy has represented his state of Maryland for a long, long time. He's done a lot of really positive things, like I said, for social issues. And rest in peace. You know, I've seen a lot of the stuff in the past couple of years. He goes hard in those committee meetings, like talking about the Russia probe, talking about these things, and talking about he's been really big with the camps where they're holding the immigrants and stuff like that. He's been talking about that a lot. Really fierce guy, like really intense guy. When he thinks that something's wrong, he fought against it pretty hard. So rest in peace to Elijah Cummings. It's a big deal. Let's see. I found this actually. Kat, shout out to Kat. She's been doing our social media stuff, including Twitter. I saw this. She posted this on our Twitter. I want to take a look at the broken food system. Okay. There's an unfolding tragedy at the heart of the world's food system, and its cause lies mainly at the door of governments, food manufacturers, and other businesses. The situation is urgent. 1/3 of all food goes to waste. 1/3. And yet governments and other players in the food system are unable to prevent 820 million people from regularly going hungry. The food industry especially bears...
820 million people across the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was I? The food industry especially bears responsibility for the fact that 680 million people are obese, but it is largely governments and their citizens who have to pick up the cost and the treatment for that. So on one hand, you have 820 million people who are starving.
Right.
And you have 680 million people who are just straight up obese. And then in the middle of that, you have 1/3 of the food that completely just goes nowhere. It's just trash. Industrial scale farms draw copious quantities of water to irrigate crops. Again, it is taxpayers who foot the bill for the water scarcity that can follow. It's the same for agrochemicals and their effects on the health of people and ecosystems. Governments find themselves shouldering the cost of biodiversity loss and mopping up agriculture's contribution to greenhouse gas emissions. So not only that, is there like this wide range of like, you know, this amount of people going hungry, this amount of people who are obese, and this amount of people of food that completely goes to waste. The industrialized food industry also contributes a lot to air pollution and pollution of water and land around them, which is crazy as shit. Let's see.
That's really what it says?
Yep.
Yeah. The hidden cost must be met, and last month the Landmark report estimates to be somewhere in the region of $12 trillion a year, rising to $16 trillion by 2050. Industrial, that's just like the how much it costs to get rid of all this food, how much it costs to clean up their mess, and how crazy that is, because I don't think about that stuff when we go to the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
Like we go to the grocery store and it's just like, like here's, $80 or $100, $120 just for food for a week or two, whatever.
You get by on $120 on 2 weeks.
Obviously, it's just the two of us, Kev.
Right. We don't.
Holy shit.
Yeah. We eat a lot of hamburger helper and frozen pizzas.
That's what I'm saying, though. I don't think about that stuff like when I go to the store and buy all that. Like when we forget to, not necessarily forget, but we get lazy and we don't cook the meat and it goes bad.
Yeah.
Like that contributes to that third of the food that just goes to waste.
How dare you?
What this article goes on to say, though, is that a way to like fix this is if more people were to go to plant-based food, which clearly, Kev, you and I are not in on this whole thing. But
to also contributing to it is like fucking Wawa or something like that, where they have a half full donut case.
Yeah.
And it's all going stale. Dude, that's still good food. It's just stale. Somebody can eat that. Like,
right.
I am fully on board with those people donating it, but they're so afraid that they're going to get sued over somebody getting sick off of something. Fuck that. Just have some fucking contract with some
waiver that you sign
something, and give them a fucking tax write-off.
Right.
Dude, that's what a friend of mine said when she used to work at a grocery store. Like, they'd throw out so much food because it wasn't even bad yet, but it would be bad. And then
close to it.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that. Dude, it's stupid. I have a great fear of eating something bad. I won't even drink milk past the sell-by date. Like, I don't like that.
I have.
Right.
I don't, yeah.
Right.
You can almost get a full, like where I used to take a little thing of milk and I'd make oatmeal with it, right?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay, this is going to last me almost 2 weeks. And like, it'll be like Monday to be the date. And every day I'd smell, I'm like, still smells okay.
Yeah.
I would use it.
I don't drink milk after the sell-by date. I don't like that shit.
Well, see, like, that's the thing, though, too. It's like the
sell-by, not use by.
Sell-by date isn't the use-by date. You still have, like,
a couple days
leeway,
after
a couple
that.
days.
Right. No, I know that.
You know what I mean?
I know.
But, like, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So, like,
no, don't get me wrong. I know that.
grocery stores and convenience stops and places like that, restaurants, well, maybe not restaurants because they're not packaged foods, but like stores and things of that nature could easily say, all right, here's the sell-by date. It's coming up. We have a day to get this somewhere.
So restaurants aren't in this number.
I'm sure they are, but I'm not going to sit here and read the entire article.
Because think about how much food is wasted at restaurants.
Oh, for sure,
dude. Dude, when I used to work at I'm not going to say the place.
Don't say the name.
But dude, so much food, just something got made wrong or something was overcooked or something. Dude, it just go in the trash.
Yeah.
Go in the trash.
Same thing happens if you get fast food and they make it wrong. You go back in and then they're like, they make it and then they're just going to take that wrong burger and throw it out.
Right. Dude, I had this one dude that used to sit at the bar, and there was something not completely there on this guy, and I understand why. But he would always come in every Saturday. He'd order his meal. He'd have a mixed drink, and then he'd order his dead wife her favorite drink and favorite meal and sit there and eat across from it. And every single time, her meal would go right in the trash. Like
what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why would you let him eat?
You can't, dude. He was paying money.
Why doesn't he just box it up and take it home?
Nope. He left it.
What a fucking way. I'm sorry. I get it. Like, you're heartbroken, but my God, stop wasting fucking food.
He was definitely heartbroken. I mean, and that's what it would be. It was sad to see. Maybe that was his way of dealing with it.
No, get like professional help. You're not dealing with shit. Like, something's not normal in that scenario.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's harder for restaurants, like I said, because it's like non-packaged food.
Right.
Like, it's already been, it's already been cooked, but like I don't know how that changes things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're probably in their own category.
I would assume so.
So
go on our Twitter page. This article's there. It's there.
Dude, a lot of the
wild.
when I'm on my average work day, I stop in Wawa a lot because I gotta pee all the fucking time. But I see a lot of Wawas giving those like sizzly sandwiches, like and stuff to Jesus Christ, like homeless housing. What are they called? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Shelters.
And the shelters come in and get fucking bags and bags and
Which
bags.
is how it should be.
Dude, it's awesome. That's awesome.
Exactly how it should be.
It's great.
There's no reason they can't give that food away. If they're going to throw it away, you just give it away to somebody else that can actually use it and eat it.
Right.
There's fucking DoorDash. Like, you can order food on your phone
And have it delivered.
and have somebody. It's basically Uber for your food.
Yeah, you can
So
McDonald's delivery.
Somebody should be doing this shit for that food, delivering it to the homeless people.
Who's going to pay for it though?
I don't fucking know.
Dude, it can be. I'm sure that food gets written off.
Right.
So somebody from fucking Wawa can go deliver it.
Dude, I saw this great video. It was this great video. It was a YouTube video of this guy who says, you want to see how we feed the homeless here? He calls up a pizza place, a local pizza place, and he says, hello, this is Deputy So-and-so. I have 2 undercover cops sitting at the corner of so-and-so. I don't want to ruin their mission, but they're hungry. We need to get them food. The pizza place was like, okay, no problem. You guys are police officers. We'll fully pay for it. No problem. This and that. And it was 2 homeless people sitting on the corner, and they delivered them free pizza.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
dope.
It was
Yeah.
neat. It was
That's
neat.
really cool.
But now that pizza shop's probably like, motherfucker.
Yeah, goddamn it. The last story I wanted to talk about here, also posted on our Twitter page. Follow us at Might Be News Network, Might Be News 247 on Twitter. Go there.
Do it.
Filmmaker Matt Reeves has found his Riddler for the Batman. Paul Dano. Do you know who Paul Dano is?
No.
It's this guy. He's been in things. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen him?
No.
Okay.
I'll look him up on IMDb and I'll name some of the things he's been in.
Filmmaker
what I'm
Matt
good at.
Reeves has found his Riddler for the Batman. Paul Dano is signed on as the classic villain. Dano's version of the character will be named Edward Nashton. The man who is in the comics later goes by the name Edward Nygma and adopts the villainous persona, the Riddler. Frank Gorshin and Josh Astin played the villain in the 1960s TV series, while Jim Carrey played him in the 1995 Batman Forever.
So, educate me here for a minute.
Okay?
This is going to be so stupid, and you're probably going to laugh at me.
Okay?
The Riddler and the Joker are 2 different people?
They are not the same person.
Okay.
The Riddler was played by Jim Carrey
Right.
Correct.
in the older Batman.
The Joker was played by Jack Nicholson
Yeah.
in the older Batman movies. Robert Pattinson is starring in the Batman as Batman. Zoe Kravitz was just announced to be Catwoman. Jeffrey Wright is on board as Commissioner Gordon. Jonah Hill was at one point eyeing the role as either the Riddler or the Penguin, but the deal did not come through. I'm excited for this Batman movie. I like this guy, Paul Dano. I think he's going to be good as the Riddler.
Do you think Edward is going to be good as Batman?
I guess. He doesn't have a choice. He has to be. I feel like Batman he's...
See, I hate when people like don't base his performance off Twilight. It's a completely
'Cause
different
I'm gonna
genre.
I don't like anything that he's done.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Water for Elephants, was that the name of the movie?
I don't know.
You know, like that one?
I
I don't think I saw that one. I don't know.
when I found out that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman after what's his name, I was flabbergasted. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was going to be absolutely horrible. I'm not saying he was great, but he wasn't nearly as bad as I thought he was going to be. Like, not even close. I thought his Batman was pretty cool.
Dude, people were pissed that Heath Ledger got cast as the
absolutely.
Joker
When
all
I
those
found
years
out-
ago,
yeah,
and then look
yep.
at, like, he fucking nailed it.
Yeah, when I found out Heath Ledger was going to be that's a really good point, Jackie. When I found out that he was going to be the Joker, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And then I saw the first picture of him, and I was like, okay. Okay. And then I see the movie, and of course, like, he put in a classic performance. Like, that performance was everybody in the world
Spectacular.
saw that shit.
Yeah.
Like everybody has seen
Still watch it because I fucking love his performance.
So good. It's so good. I'm reviewing Joker in
little
late
thing.
review. Yeah, I'm reviewing Joker. We went and saw Joker last week.
By the way, the guy that's
Great.
going to be playing the Riddler played in The Girl Next Door, Taking Lives. He was in 2 episodes of The Sopranos. Did
Taking
some other
Lives
things.
was a dope movie.
He played young Asher.
I don't remember.
If you watch it again, you'd recognize him as soon as you saw him. I feel like he played in Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah, he was the brother in that.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that movie's great. Have you ever seen Little Miss Sunshine? That's a great movie.
But no, he's been
in
in other
things.
things. 12
Yeah.
Years a Slave, Prisoners, Looper,
Yeah,
lots of things.
yeah, he's been in a bunch of things. He's a good actor. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we got What's the Point? Late Review and This Week in History. Go to patreon.com/MBN Network to hear the extra half hour. We're probably gonna talk more about wasted food and a bunch of other shit. I got a couple of stories left over that I didn't get to as well. So go to Patreon. Here's a couple commercials. We'll be right back. Hey, Taylor Cooper here, and if you're looking for real, all-natural relief from stress and muscle soreness, you've got to check out our friends at Eunomia CBD. Eunomia CBD products are grown and processed in the USA, nano-amplified, 100% THC-free, and third-party lab tested. Order anywhere in the U.S. and use promo code MBN to get free shipping plus 20% off your entire order just for our listeners. What are you waiting for? Is stress wearing you down? Are sore muscles getting in the way of your weekend plans? Eunomia CBD is a game changer. I personally love their menthol pain relief lotion. Their gummies are delicious, and they even have CBD treats for your dogs. Go to eunomiacbd.com, check out all their products, and don't forget to use promo code MBN for an extra 20% off your order plus free shipping. It's your life. Feel better. Eunomia CBD. That's EUNOMIA. EUNOMIA CBD.com. Go there now. Use MBN as the promo code. Get 20% off and free shipping. Must be 18 years old or older to purchase.
So you've been listening to the Might Be News Network, but you still can't get enough each week? Become our patron on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/MBN Network to become a patron and get exclusive content now. For as little as $5 per month, you'll get access to extended episodes of all your favorite shows, as well as perks including MBN merch and monthly giveaways. Just want to support the network? Become a patron for as much or as little as you'd like. Get bonus content each week and head to patreon.com/MBN Network. Your contributions help us make this network bigger and better than ever before. Patreon.com/MBN Network.
Welcome back to Might Be News, episode 99. 99.
I like how you just get into it.
Yeah.
9-9.
Just started. Didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, that's how I fucking get down, Kev.
Let's do it.
It's on right now. We're recording.
Let's do it.
So,
Just do it.
99 episodes with this piece of shit, Jackie.
Just do it.
Fucking believe it.
Let's do it.
Can't fucking believe it.
Is that John at the end?
Yeah. Because he was on the mic when you were waxing your leg.
I never picked up on that. It's definitely John's laugh. Oh, that's great.
So, episode 99. I can't wait for next week. I know that Mr. Steve is a go. I think John's definitely coming. Obviously, Kev, you'll be here. Jackie, you'll be here.
Dude, I would love.
Will I? Just kidding.
Pretty sure Reevy's going to be here. I think.
I would
Listen,
love to be
I
here for
do
the
not
100th
bank
episode.
money on Kevin Reevy.
Showing up. Yeah.
I would love to be here for the 100th episode, but I'm not going to make it.
Wow. Kev.
Like, he's a horrible liar.
And that's all I hear is John at the end now.
Yeah. That's great. You ruined the
John.
sound.
It's a John sounder now.
All right, you guys ready for What's the Point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Is there a point to this?
What is your point?
Are you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
All right, Kev, what's your point this week?
My point is this Iowa man, 20 years old, was arrested after trying to use a fake ID at a bar, which he got served for. He got served for. He got served with this ID, which I don't know how. And then cops approached him and asked to see his ID, and he wouldn't give it to him, wouldn't give it to him, and then finally coughed it up.
Is there a picture of it?
It was at an airport. Yeah. McLovin. He had a Hawaiian license with McLovin.
What are you, an Irish R&B singer?
Like straight up the ID, the actual ID.
Oh my
It
God.
wasn't even
the
that
movie.
guy's picture.
No, dude. Actually, I don't have the picture of the guy. It looked like him a little bit.
Yeah, but like I really didn't realize it was going to be the actor from the movie. I just thought a guy made a fake ID with the name McLovin.
It was the actual ID.
Oh my God. How old is the guy really?
20 years old.
Okay.
20 years old at an airline bar in Iowa City.
Wow.
Cops pressed him for a half hour, 45 minutes, and he started fumbling through his wallet, and the cops actually saw like the corner of it and then pulled it out of his wallet while he was holding it and saw his fake ID as McLovin.
Wow.
Dude, I can't even
Dude, what time was his flight?
I don't know.
I'd be like, I gotta go. I'm boarding. You can't keep me here. I'm not under arrest.
Can you believe the audacity? Dude, like what as the bartender, like
How do you let that slide? That bar has to get in trouble for that, right?
I don't do maybe I would think
Has
just
to.
no the bartender. I would think the bartender gets in trouble for it because they didn't do their job properly.
Right.
But dude, everybody has seen that movie. Everybody has seen that movie. How do you not? Or they just weren't paying attention. They just looked at the age. I don't know.
Well, most places I feel like they scan your ID.
Right.
They don't just
Right.
like look at it. Well, yeah. No, now they scan it.
But you can make scannable IDs now.
I guess.
You can make
Maybe.
scannable IDs.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I need to know if that thing was scannable.
That
or
was
not.
that was the news story that I saw, and I really thought I had to talk about it.
And Seth Rogen, right? Didn't he?
Please tell me, because I did not see that in the story.
I think he heard about the story and
And
like,
he reached out to the kid.
I don't know if he reached out to the kid, but I think he commented about it.
I think
like,
he just laughed.
I think he
about
just
Oh,
laughed
that's
about
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I mean, I that's all I would do if I was him. Like that's all you can do is just laugh. You can't buy the kid a beer. You know what I mean? Like
We need some road
that
sodas.
sucks. Jackie, do you have a point?
I do. I changed my mind on what my point was going to be.
Oh,
And it's something else that annoys me.
oh,
People, check the dates on these goddamn articles you're posting. What? Like, people will just like legit right now. James Avery dead. Fresh Prince Uncle Phil dies at 68. Yeah. Yeah, no, we knew that. It was from January 1st of 2014. Somebody just posted it today. Like, yeah, no shit. Like, how do you not check the dates? Check the dates.
That legit made you mad.
Oh, God, it's Uncle Phil. People even writing songs. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Come on.
right. J. Cole.
J. Cole. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Check the fucking dates.
I see that kind of stuff all the time too, with celebrity deaths, but also just like straight up news stories.
Yeah.
Like I saw a story, and sometimes it's news to me. Like, you know, we talk about old shit on this show sometimes too, just because some people I didn't hear anybody talking about it. I read this article about somebody shared this shit, and it was like scientists are working on a way to essentially teleport things from Earth to space. They're trying to figure out how to do that so that they can, you know, light speed, whatever.
Wormhole.
Yeah. So, but like I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, this is super interesting. Is this like happening now? And then it was like from 2016. And I'm like, so wait, whatever
What's the
happened to
update
this?
on this?
Right. You know, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, but dude, you can't. Articles like that. So celebrity deaths, I'm on board with Jackie on. But with something cool like that, and somebody just stumbled upon, somebody stumbled upon it, and they're finally seeing it for the first time.
The only time people might hear it is on Might Be News, because they're
Right.
not covering it on probably actual news stations. So that makes sense. But it'd be different if they were like, "Wow, I can't believe Uncle Phil's been dead for however, you know what I mean? That's one thing. If you want, like when Robin Williams dies and they pay tribute to him and they're like, oh, I can't believe it's been 5 years since his passing.
Yeah, you'll see people like post, 5 years, 10 years, whatever.
Yeah, I see it a lot. I'm like, people, do you not check the dates?
Right.
You just believe everything you read on the internet? That's it. That's really all I have to say about it.
So upset. All right, so my point this week.
Please.
Snoop Dogg.
Please.
Snoop Dogg said in a recent interview on the Howard Stern show that his staff includes what he called a PBR, a professional blunt roller. Amazingly,
Shit, I'll learn how to roll a blunt.
Amazingly, Snoop said that the full-time position pays $40,000 to $50,000 a year, which means it's actually a real job. This well-packaged and tightly rolled piece of news came via Seth Rogen, who was also a guest on Stern. The actor saw this professional pop provider firsthand while hanging out with Snoop, and the experience left him in awe. Quote, he knows how to gauge the look on someone's face when it seems like they might want a blunt. And he said,
He hands it to you.
yeah, he said, and if they do, he gives you one. If you're great at something I need, I'm hiring you, said Snoop. The gentleman staffer in question is allowed as much marijuana as he would like, travels with Snoop, all of his expenses are paid. He gets free swag whenever his bosses receives it. In exchange, he keeps a well-organized box full of impeccably rolled blunts and waits for his services to be required.
What's the downside to this?
Snoop said, quote, motherfuckers like Lurch from the Addams Family. You rang?
You rang.
I would absolutely roll 1,000 blunts a week for fucking Snoop Dogg if I was getting $40,000 to $50,000, all expense paid trips to wherever the hell he's going, and as much weed as I can
And
smoke.
swag.
Yeah.
Don't forget the swag.
The swag, all the swag. Kev, we joked around about you on, I forget, no, like I remember back in the day, like when we all like were smoking, I don't smoke blunts anymore ever, really.
Okay.
And I've never been very good at it either, like rolling blunts.
I know where
Okay.
you're going with this. I think, was it unrelatable?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if it was on Patreon or not. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this story. But no, just how you used to bug out when we all fucking were potheads smoking blunts. Because you
Take
were,
like a hit and then you'd be done.
You just run as fast as you could, which was always funny as shit to me. But
I can totally see it happening too.
Kev was just like, I can't fucking deal with this.
I'm done.
Leave me alone. Kev, do you want this now? No.
Do you remember this?
No, I don't want it. Leave me alone.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. So, but like, I don't know. I just remember like trying to like learn how to roll blunts, and I would just like I bought like, I don't know, a couple boxes of like Phillies,
Right.
you know, and I'm just like sitting there, just like ripping them up, fucking them up horribly, and I remember like I got it right a couple times, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever. And do you remember, Kev, that I used to like leave like one whole end of the blunt like completely empty and pretend that it was like a mouthpiece? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And how fucking horrible that was compared to like how things are now. Like, dude, I looked at it, right? And like, even when I went to Vegas and I got like the pre-rolled joints and stuff, they are so fancy. Like, they have like legit like cardboard filters in them and
Right.
stuff, and like all this shit now. And like, they make it so easy for you to just like, now you don't even have to roll blunts. You can just pack them.
Cones.
Yeah, the cones
Yep.
and stuff. And I mean, I follow Snoop Dogg on Instagram and everything, and he's never smoking like fatties. Like, I don't see him really smoke like fatties anymore. Like, they're all like pretty, I mean, they're not like small, tiny either, but like, you know, they're like average blunts.
Dude, he's fucking. That dude has a professional blunt roller. He doesn't need to smoke fatties.
Right. No, you're right. You're totally right. You're totally right.
Yeah, after that one goes out, he probably just gets handed another one.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, I wonder, like, when this guy.
He's paying something 50 G's a year.
Right. To do that. Yeah, those better be fucking immaculate. Which I would assume that they are. If he's like, I wonder how long he's been employed by Snoop. Like it doesn't say in this article. I wonder if like he's been like Snoop's PBR for mad long, or if like, you know what I mean?
That's kind of silly.
I wonder how he got the job. Like, is that something that was in the classifieds? Did he get the job off
Did
of
he
like
interview for
monster.com?
He obviously knew somebody that was rolling the dopest blunt.
Pretty much.
And then said, I'll hire you. And they were like, haha, cool, man. He's like, no, I'm going to hire you.
Hire
you.
Ready for late review?
Yeah.
I know it's a little late, but
You're just hearing about this?
Can't believe I'm just hearing.
Why didn't I know about this sooner?
Kev, what do you got?
I have How It Ends.
The Netflix movie.
The Netflix movie, How It Ends, with, what's his name?
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, dude. I loved it.
Really?
Yeah?
Loved it.
You love the end?
I, spoiler alert, wish that Forrest hadn't died.
I forgot.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Wish that he hadn't died.
That's like the dumbest spoiler alert. Why would you say that on the show?
What?
I get that it's an
Movie's
older
been
movie.
out a while. Like
2016.
But, okay, all right. A couple years. All right. All right,
like 3.
fine. I take it
Okay.
back.
I look like a penis.
I take it back, Kev. Continue.
I don't know if it's 2016. I just said that.
Fucking audacity.
It was 2018. But like we legit, I told you we watched it a year ago.
No, but I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, I like that kind of style of movie.
Where the
like,
main character dies so you can tell everybody about it?
It wasn't the main character. Wasn't the main character.
He's on the cover of the movie, right?
No.
No? All right, Kev.
Not the main character.
Continue.
No.
Not the main
Theo-
character.
I won't
Well, he's
interrupt
kind
it.
of on the cover.
He's half of the...
Theo James is the main, but you see Forrest Whitaker's face. It's a pretty big head back there.
No.
He's a big part of the movie, Kev.
No.
That's just the draw because he's Forrest fucking Whitaker.
Anyway, continue. You really loved the movie.
I really love the movie. I really love the plot. I like these kind of movies. It's
like the end of the world, you know.
This is the picture I saw.
Okay, the world is ending.
Okay. Okay.
This is the picture from IMDb.
Well,
so
that picture's wrong.
It's way
That's
cooler, though.
Netflix.com.
You know it's way cooler, though, right? That poster that she just showed you. The picture that she
Dude, I would have paid to go to the movies to see. Dude, Netflix is coming out with pretty solid flicks.
Yeah, they
Like,
are. No, it's a good movie. I liked it. I did. What would you rate it?
I guess 7.5.
Yeah.
7.5. It was
do you
good.
think they'll? I feel like there's room for a sequel. Do you think they're going to do a sequel?
No, there's absolutely room for a sequel.
It's one of those where it kind of just ends.
Right.
It's just like
They won't make a sequel.
done. Yeah, they might not. Probably not.
They won't make a sequel, but it was really good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I had a fucking blast watching it, and I stayed up till like 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday watching it.
What was the name of the guy that was in it too?
Theo James?
He's from what? The Maze Runner stuff?
No, the other movies. Divergent.
The Divergent movie?
Oh, okay.
That's where he's from.
Never saw it.
They're good. I don't think we finished them, though. I think we saw the first two.
We saw the first two.
It was cool. It was all right.
I think I saw the first two as well. Amy read the books,
Yeah.
so we watched the movies.
I did not read those books.
Might
I've
still
read
have them.
I've read other books like the Hunger Games series and stuff like that, but not the.
She's a big book reader.
Yes, she is.
Jackie, what are you reviewing this week?
I'm gonna review an oldie but goodie. Sorry, Kev, it is a goodie. Spoiler! I dropped my phone. And Taylor's so surprised by it.
That's your thing.
The Departed from 2006. This is an all-star cast.
It's an all-star cast.
That's exactly as Taylor always says it.
It's an all-star cast. Kat.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon,
Matt Damon.
Jack Nicholson, Mark
What is that
Wahlberg.
from?
Team America.
Team America.
Okay.
It's a fucking great flick.
Yeah.
And cool story is, so I took acting and modeling classes like years and years ago, and like every couple weeks you would do actual acting and not the modeling aspect. And the girl that taught the acting class was in the movie The Departed, and she gets paid like royalties.
Oh.
She was in the beginning scene at the diner.
Okay.
She was the young girl working behind the diner, and Jack Nicholson makes that comment about if she got her period yet or something.
Yeah. Because he's a creep in that movie.
He's a creep in that movie.
Hard.
It's a great movie.
It's a really good movie.
It's wild to see. It's just crazy how they flip flop it. You know, a guy whose whole family was involved in crime their whole lives, and somebody actually wants to be legit, and they're like, no,
You see that?
you're gonna go work for them and be my rat.
My only issue with that movie is I didn't see it until way later, probably 2 or 3 years ago, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, you got to see it! You got to see it!"
You just saw it like 2 years ago?
2-3 years ago.
What took you so long?
I just hadn't watched it.
2006.
I just hadn't watched it,
Rewatch it.
and
it some time.
it was too hyped up for me. It was too hyped up for me, and that's where it fell
Have
short.
you only seen it one time, though?
Yeah.
You should watch it again.
Okay.
Because there's a lot going on in it. And now that you've seen it and kind of know how the story goes,
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
you'd be able to catch more shit.
It's just so wild. And then you find out all these other things like
Yeah. A lot of things happen really fast in it, and it moves pretty quick. I love this movie. My favorite character is Mr. French, played by Ray Winstone. Here's the guy like in the middle. You know what I'm talking about.
To be honest, I think my favorite character in that movie was Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg steals the show.
He is just so over the top.
Him and Alec Baldwin.
Digman. Yes.
Alec
they're-
Baldwin's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alec Baldwin and Mark Wahlberg just jab each other in certain scenes, but it is comical.
Well, they're like, Alec Baldwin's the boss
Maybe,
of the cops.
maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself.
Yeah, maybe go fuck yourself. He's like, who are you? He's like, who am I? I'm the guy who's fucking doing his job.
Yeah.
You must be the other guy. Mark Wahlberg kills it in that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
There's a bunch of great
Rewatch it.
one-liners. Leonardo DiCaprio, that's one of his best performances.
Yeah.
That's one of Matt Damon's best performances is too. I really feel that way.
All of them.
Jack Nicholson killed it.
How would you rate? All right.
This is Jackie's review.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah, No, I know that's not what I was asking.
I'll
to
give
rate.
it an 8.5.
Okay.
Okay.
But how would you rate Leonardo DiCaprio's role versus? I know they're completely different roles, but his role in this versus his role in Wolf of Wall Street.
I like just as strong acting wise
Okay.
because like he's addicted to drugs in this movie as well.
Right.
Different drugs. It's a totally different situation, like you said. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like Wolf of Wall Street, like he's happy, he's succeeding, things
He's
are
making
going
a lot
good.
of money. Like
Yeah.
it's a more positive outlook for him because he's making money. Like this, he's so high strung because
He's isolated.
He's actually a really good dude, and he has to do really shitty things. And at any point, he
could get
knows that
found
if
out.
he gets found out, he's dead.
Because he also gets to see firsthand what these guys do to people like him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because it happened to his dad, it happened to his uncle.
For
like,
those of you who've never seen the movie, Leonardo DiCaprio is an undercover cop in this movie. If that makes
right,
sense to you.
they make it look like he failed out of the academy.
Yeah.
Like him and Matt Damon both graduate the academy. They don't know each other,
it's
but they
based on a
graduate
true
the academy.
story too. Loosely based on a
Loosely?
true story. Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's a really good movie. It's a
It's
really
great.
good movie. I'd go 9 on it too. by the way.
I thought about going 9, but I normally give high ratings on things, so I won 8.5.
He's gonna do music.
No, I got a movie.
Really?
I got a movie.
No, we saw a
yeah.
movie. We saw a movie last weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna review Joker.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Joker.
Jesus Christ.
Joaquin Phoenix, Robert De Niro, Zazie Beetz, directed by Todd Phillips. This movie was phenomenal. A lot of people have been talking about it. There's been some hype about it. How it kind of, people have been walking out of the movies and da-da-da. I didn't see anything worth walking out about at all. I think that the movie there's nothing else like it. There's always that debate on like who's the best Batman, who's the best Joker, and this movie's hard to answer that question as far as Joker's concerned, right? Because we talked about it earlier in the show about how great Heath Ledger's performance as Joker was.
Right.
This is an origin story, right? So like just like any other origin story, the fucking climax happens in the last 15 minutes. In other words, Joaquin Phoenix, spoiler alert, only plays the Joker for like 20 minutes tops in this movie.
And actually, the casting, he's listed as playing Arthur Fleck, not Joker.
Right.
Because he's mostly playing.
So there's never been this character's story told this way.
Okay.
Like Jack Nicholson in the original Batman movie. He was Joker pretty much the whole time. He fell into a vat of acid and became the Joker. Within the first 10 minutes of the movie, that's what happened, right? Heath Ledger came into The Dark Knight as the Joker.
Right.
Left the movie as the Joker.
Right.
Was never anything else in between. Always the Joker, right? Well, he was a nurse at one point, but he was always the fucking Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he did play that.
This movie, it was Arthur Fleck being a human being.
And his downward spiral.
The total downward spiral. I thought it was really interesting about how they brought the laugh into the whole thing. He had like a brain issue to where like anytime he's uncomfortable, anytime he feels like kind of off.
Anytime where you're like, you shouldn't be laughing, he laughing.
He laughs and it's uncontrollable. Like he can't help it. He has like a little business card that he hands out.
It's so creepy.
And he's like, he hands out a little business card and says, listen, I'm sorry. I have a brain problem. Like I laugh even when it makes you uncomfortable. Like, and I can't stop. And like, but he's constantly getting beat up. He's constantly getting fucked up. His life fucking sucks.
Just a guy who's constantly shit on.
But he's also a total fucking weirdo. Like total, like you would assume that this guy has a lot of problems just because like he's socially unaware of how to deal with things. He's just
he's like textbook serial killer because his mom fucked him up.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far into that. But like the movie,
it all starts somewhere. We all know that.
Yeah. Watch the movie. I'm telling you, Joker is a really fucking good movie.
Was it slow at parts?
Yes.
But you know, I didn't think, like, I just remember sitting there going, I don't know how much time's left in the movie, but it was really good. Like, it kept my interest. By slow, I don't mean like, oh my God, when is this going to be over? It's 122 minutes. So it's 2 hours.
Okay.
It like never at any point was I like, oh, when is this movie going to fucking end? Like never did that cross my mind. It was interesting the whole time. Joaquin Phoenix, it is legitimately irresponsible not to give this guy an award nomination this year. Has to happen.
Yeah,
that's how good it was.
Wow.
That's how good he was.
He's always been a phenomenal actor.
Always.
But like
it's
such a tricky subject because it focuses on mental health. Right. Which is a really big issue, and I'm glad people talk about it more.
It's something that people keep saying, oh, we should talk about this more. That's what this movie talks about. Stop getting mad. Watch it. Right. If you see somebody like Arthur Fleck, don't be a piece of shit. Talk to them. And maybe the Joker won't. I said it when we talked about it last week. It's like Batman's not in the movie to stop him, therefore it's a fucking problem. This isn't a Batman movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is a movie about a bad guy. And he goes really bad at the end. Like, really bad. The end of this movie is fucking hard, Kev. Like, the build-up for this shit,
it's dope.
He goes in.
It's dope.
Yeah.
And the Joker is hard as fuck in this movie. He looks dope.
They do show a young Bruce Wayne in the movie.
They do show a young Bruce Wayne, like, child.
When?
It's like halfway
it's
through.
It's like sprinkled in there at one point, and then it's not a major point. It's a nice little mention of him.
Right.
Before or after his parents die?
I don't want to talk much.
We're not going to talk about it.
Before, but I don't want to go into it, Kev. I'm not. This is a spoiler.
It's not
You
fucking
don't-
hidden that Bruce Wayne's parents die.
Correct, but you've never seen the movie, therefore you don't know what I'm talking about. I just don't want to go into that part because it's a big deal in the movie.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just not going to go into it, but like, it's really good.
Okay.
Like I kind of want to rewatch Batman with Michael Keaton to see how that, because they show it in that, right?
Yeah,
It's from like what's that, 1989?
this movie throws back to a lot of things, including that.
Yeah.
It's the same scene. It's the same. Like when you see it, it's the same, but it happens
From the Keaton
And you-
movie?
Yeah,
And you said
from all of them, they're
said-
all the same.
from
Every
the-
time his parents die, it's the same thing.
the fun fact you told me was that they based some of the storyline off of Taxi Driver,
Yes,
which Robert De Niro was
which
in.
Robert De
It
Niro
was
was,
a nice
in, and he
little-
was in this movie too. Taxi Driver is basically the same story where somebody
Goes
he's
crazy.
already crazy but goes crazier and starts killing people because of how shitty the city is, because of how shitty the people are, because of how shitty
There's like a
people,
rat infestation,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So like it's Gotham is New York. It's always been based on New York.
Right.
So like this is based off of a specific time in New York's history that
I mean, it's just crazy because you're basically you're gonna see the downfall of Gotham, like you know what it's building towards and
Right.
why Batman has to come into existence.
right. And I mean, the way that it ends, they leave it open for more. They're saying that there's no other movie planned in regards to connecting this to the Batman, like we were talking about earlier in the show. There's no talks of that. This movie was rated R. Definitely earned that rating. Very, very good. I give it an easy 9.5.
I just remember like looking over at him at one point and I'm like, what's his kill count at?
Like this movie would be a 10 if it wasn't an origin story. Like
Taylor hates origin
less of an
stories.
origin story. I wanted if I had at least an hour of Joker, this movie would be a 12 out of.
Well,
10.
too bad. We need to see
That's all I'm saying.
how he becomes Joker.
Oh, I'm down with that. I'm down with it. They didn't, and I didn't feel like they stretched it too long. I just wish that there was more because of how good it was
Yeah.
at the end. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the thing too. I said that it'd be irresponsible not to give Joaquin Phoenix a nomination.
Yeah.
It would be very irresponsible not to give Todd Phillips, the director, a nomination as well. Every scene in this movie I felt like was just like crafted so good and put together so good. It was just like that perfect like level of darkness / like grittiness to it. You know what I mean?
That part's like you feel bad for him.
You do.
And you're like,
Did you compare the grittiness to this movie like the grittiness of season 1 of Breaking Bad?
This movie. Come on, Kev. Come on, Kev. Come on, Kev. No, this movie's way, way better than every Breaking Bad thing ever.
Dude, the first season, especially the first couple episodes of Breaking Bad, it was so gritty it like made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, this movie makes.
you talking about like the bathtub scene?
I'm talking the whole first 3 to 5 episodes.
No, this movie will make you uncomfortable for sure.
the first 3 to 5 episodes, yeah.
We're in season 4 now, right?
5.
Yeah, no, for Breaking
For
Bad.
Breaking Bad,
Oh.
we're in season 4.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
we are. Yep.
We started to watch it
You ready?
because he wanted to watch El Camino, which you reviewed last week, right?
Yeah.
So
You ready for This Week in History, Kev?
Sure am.
And now it's time
Jesus Christ.
for This Week in History
You gotta do me like that.
with co-host Kev.
Fuck. October 21st, 1879, Thomas Edison invented the first workable incandescent electric lamp. October 22nd, 1962, President Kennedy announced an air and naval blockade of Cuba following the discovery of a Soviet Union missile bases on the island. October 24th, 1940, the first 40-hour work week went into effect. 40-hour work week went into effect. The Fair Labor Act of 1939, I believe I read. 38. In 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays became the first non-U.S. team to win the World Series. And 2005, civil rights activist Rosa Parks dies at age 92.
Wow.
damn.
Good job, Kev.
Thanks.
It's fantastic work by you.
Thank you.
Jackie, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Anytime.
Kev, 99 episodes with your boy.
99 problems.
99 episodes down. 99 to go.
That's all we're doing?
That's all we're doing?
You just fucked up.
We're only going to do 99 more episodes, and then I'm going to cancel the network. Breaking news. That's all the time we got this week. Go to eunomiacbd.com. That's EUNOMIACBD.com. Use promo code MBN. Get 20% off your order plus free shipping. These guys are hooking people up, guys. If you haven't gotten the fucking memo, here's the fucking hint. Go there. Use the fucking promo code. They'll give you free shit most likely. It's fucking great. You know me as CBD. Do it now. They got new products coming out soon. More details coming soon. I can't wait to see April and Dunn this weekend. Jackie, say peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out, Kev.
See ya.
99 episodes. Tune in next week. We got 100 fucking episodes. Go on Patreon. Patreon.com/MBN Network. You're going to get the first season of Might Be News exclusively on Patreon starting next week when we do the 100th episode, people. Go there. It's fucking great. We got a whole nother half hour here with Jackie and Kev. Peace out, guys. We'll see you next week.